Throughout history, prophecies have intrigued, mystified, and even terrified us. Today, we're delving into the depths of Christian prophecies, a realm filled with hope, but also with darkness and dread. Buckle up, because what we uncover might just send chills down your spine. Prophecies in the Bible have always been a subject of fascination and debate. From the Old Testament to the New, the Bible is replete with predictions that have shaped the course of history and influenced millions of believers. But today, we're not just looking at the well-known, hopeful prophecies. We're peeling back the layers to reveal the darker side of these divine predictions. Imagine a city, thriving and full of life, suddenly engulfed in flames and chaos. This isn't a scene from a Hollywood blockbuster. It's a depiction of the fall of Babylon, one of the most chilling prophecies in the Bible. Stay tuned, because we're diving deep into the harrowing tale of Babylon's doom. The fall of Babylon. The fall of Babylon is one of the Bible's most infamous prophecies, found in the book of Isaiah and the book of Jeremiah. Babylon, once a symbol of grandeur and power, was foretold to be utterly destroyed and left desolate. Isaiah 13:19-22 paints a vivid picture. Babylon, the jewel of kingdoms, the glory of the Babylonians' pride, will be overthrown by God like Sodom and Gomorrah. She will never be inhabited or lived in through all generations. And indeed, history records the dramatic fall of Babylon, leaving it a ghost town, a stark reminder of the prophecy's fulfillment. But Babylon's prophecy is just the beginning. What if I told you that even more terrifying predictions lie within the Bible's pages? Prophecies that speak of apocalyptic events, unspeakable suffering, and the rise of dark powers. Keep watching, because what comes next is truly chilling. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. The book of Revelation, the final book of the New Testament, unveils the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. These harbingers of doom, conquest, war, famine, and death signal the end times and the onset of God's final judgment. Revelation 6:1-8 describes these riders with spine-chilling detail. The white horse represents conquest, the red horse brings war, the black horse signifies famine, and the pale horse, ridden by death, follows closely behind. These visions have haunted believers for centuries, embodying the darkest aspects of the world's end. Imagine a world ravaged by war, stricken by famine, and stalked by death. The Four Horsemen prophecy isn't just a tale. It's a warning, a glimpse into a potential future. But it gets even darker. Up next, we explore the prophecy of the Mark of the Beast. Are you ready to uncover the sinister truth? The Mark of the Beast. Revelation 13:16-18 speaks of a dreaded mark, the Mark of the Beast. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast, or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. This prophecy has sparked countless theories and fears. Some interpret it as a literal mark, while others see it as a symbol of ultimate allegiance to evil. Regardless of interpretation, the Mark of the Beast represents a profound and terrifying loss of freedom and identity. But there's more. Have you ever wondered about the prophecy of the Antichrist? A figure so dark and powerful that he could deceive even the most faithful? Stay with us as we unveil the Antichrist's prophecy, a tale of ultimate deception and darkness. The Antichrist. The Antichrist, a central figure in Christian eschatology, is prophesied to be a charismatic leader who will rise to power and deceive many. The Bible describes this figure in passages such as 2 Thessalonians 2:3-4. Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the man doomed to destruction. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. The Antichrist is seen as the ultimate adversary, a deceiver who leads people away from the truth and into chaos. His reign is associated with unparalleled tribulation and suffering, marking the darkest period in human history. The countdown to the end times isn't just about cataclysmic events and dark figures. It's also about signs that precede the apocalypse. Are these signs manifesting in our world today? Up next, we'll examine the signs of the end times and their unsettling implications. The Great Tribulation. The Great Tribulation, described in Matthew 24, verses 21 and 22, is a period of immense distress. For then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive, but for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. This prophecy foretells a time of unparalleled horror, where the suffering will be so great that it threatens the very survival of humanity. The Great Tribulation is a stark reminder of the potential for human and natural catastrophe on an unimaginable scale. But even in the darkest prophecies, there's a glimmer of hope. The Bible speaks of a final redemption, a victory of good over evil. Up next, we'll explore the prophecy of the second coming of Christ and the ultimate triumph over darkness. The second coming of Christ. Amidst the doom and gloom, the prophecy of the second coming of Christ offers a beacon of hope. Revelation 19, verses 11 to 16 describes the return of Jesus. I saw heaven standing open, and there before me was a white horse, whose rider is called Faithful and True. With justice he judges and wages war. His eyes are like blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns. He has a name written on him that no one knows but he himself. He is dressed in a robe dipped in blood, and his name is the Word of God. The second coming signifies the ultimate victory of good over evil, a time when Christ will return to establish his kingdom and bring peace and justice to the world. This prophecy, filled with hope and redemption, contrasts sharply with the dark and terrifying predictions we've explored. While the prophecies we've discussed reveal a daunting future, they also remind us of the enduring power of faith and the promise of salvation. But are these prophecies merely ancient tales, or do they hold a deeper significance for our world today? Stay tuned as we delve into the relevance of these prophecies in our modern times. The relevance of prophecies today. The prophecies in the Bible, though ancient, continue to resonate with many people today. They serve as warnings, guiding believers to reflect on their lives and the state of the world. But they also offer lessons on morality, justice, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. Prophecies are not just predictions. They are messages meant to inspire and guide. They remind us of the consequences of our actions and the importance of faith and righteousness. Whether you believe in the literal fulfillment of these prophecies or see them as allegorical, their impact on culture and society is undeniable. They shape our understanding of good and evil, hope and despair. As we navigate the complexities of our world, the dark side of Christian prophecies challenges us to confront our fears and our hopes. It pushes us to seek meaning and purpose in the face of uncertainty. Up next, we'll discuss how these prophecies influence our beliefs and actions, and what they can teach us about resilience and faith. Lessons from prophecies. Prophecies, with their mix of doom and hope, teach us valuable lessons about resilience, faith, and the human spirit. They urge us to prepare for challenges, to stay vigilant, and to remain steadfast in our beliefs. In times of crisis, prophecies can inspire unity and compassion. They remind us that, despite the darkness, there is always a path to redemption and a promise of a better future. Christian prophecies, with their vivid imagery and profound messages, offer a powerful lens through which we can view our world. They challenge us to reflect on our actions, to seek justice and righteousness, and to hold on to hope even in the darkest times. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the dark side of Christian prophecies. Remember, whether you view these prophecies as literal truths or symbolic stories, their impact on our lives and our world is undeniable. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep exploring the mysteries of our faith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the fascinating and mysterious world of religion and history. Until next time, stay enlightened and stay safe. Join us in our next episode as we unravel the secrets of the Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient manuscripts that have captivated scholars and believers alike. You won't want to miss it.